Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the current state of the New England Patriots defense. There's been a lot of debate around where this unit stacks up across the NFL heading into the new season, especially after the draft and free agency. Plus, we'll get into some potential moves the Pats could still make, particularly when it comes to getting more pressure off the edge. And yeah, there's some exciting news about the defensive backs that fans should definitely be paying attention to. But first things first, let's break down where things stand right now and what realistic expectations should look like for this group moving forward. So let's rewind just a bit. After the NFL draft, Bleacher Report dropped their latest set of defensive power rankings. And honestly, it wasn't kind to the Patriots. They came in at number 25 overall. Now, that's a bit of a head-scratcher when you think about the raw talent on this roster. Sure, last season was rough. Injuries piled up, the offense couldn't sustain drives, and the defense was constantly left on the field, getting worn down week after week. But still, 25 feels low, even taking all that into account. If you look at how the Patriots performed statistically last year, they were hovering in the lower 20s in a lot of key defensive categories, but context matters. Losing key starters left and right, paired with an offense that struggled to move the ball, put this defense in impossible situations. Fast forward to now, and you see a unit that's made some solid additions both through the draft and free agency. Add in the arrival of new coaching voices, most notably Mike Vrabel, and there's a buzz of optimism around Foxborough. One thing to watch closely is whether Terrell Williams will be back in the mix. His return would bring even more stability and leadership to this defensive staff. But even without that confirmation, just the presence of Vrabel working alongside the current staff signals a shift in culture and focus on the defensive side of the ball. This isn't just about patching holes anymore. This feels like a long-term investment in building a fast, physical, and aggressive defense again. Now, let's talk league-wide context. When you start looking at the top defenses in the NFL right now, the usual suspects are all up there: Philadelphia, Denver, Baltimore, Detroit, Kansas City, all teams with established identities and playmakers on defense. Right below that tier, you've got squads like Buffalo, Houston, Minnesota, Green Bay, and Seattle. Rounding out that top 15, teams like Pittsburgh, the Rams, the Chargers, the Bears, and San Francisco are all in the conversation. If we zoom out and look at the next 5, from 16 to 20, we're talking about Dallas, Tampa Bay, the Jets, Washington, and then, for me, right there at number 20, the New England Patriots. That's right. In my view, this Patriots defense belongs in the top 20 going into the season, not 25 or lower like some outlets suggest. And here's why. Take a look at the teams that are ranked just ahead of New England: the Giants, the Cardinals, the Browns, the Dolphins, the Bengals, all solid defenses on paper. But every single one of them has just as many, if not more, question marks than the Patriots do right now. Whether it's injuries, inconsistency, or just unproven talent at key spots, these are defenses with vulnerabilities. Then, look at the teams further up. Pittsburgh has its own issues with depth behind TJ Watt. The Rams are relying heavily on younger, less proven players on the back end of their defense. The Chargers played well at times, but had moments where their defense couldn't close games. The Bears are still very much a work in progress, and the 49ers, as good as they've been historically, are facing their own challenges after a bit of cost-cutting and roster turnover this offseason. So the reality is this: the Patriots have a very real chance to climb out of that 25 spot and push towards the top 15, maybe even higher, depending on how things shake out. Year-to-year volatility with NFL defenses is a real thing. Just look at the Denver Broncos as an example. Nobody had them pegged as a top 3 unit going into last year, and Bleacher Report now has them sitting at number 1 overall. That's how quickly things can change when talent comes together and things click. For the Patriots, health is going to be the number 1 factor. Christian Gonzalez is a prime example. If he stays on the field, his presence alone elevates this secondary. On the other side, with the addition of Carlton Davis, you've now got the corners capable of locking down receivers and making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. The ability to mix coverages, disguise looks, and play aggressive man-to-man just got a lot better. Honestly, if everyone stays healthy and the young talent develops like the coaching staff hopes, seeing the Patriots push towards a top 10 ranking on defense wouldn't be shocking at all. Realistically, top 15 feels like the baseline. but top 10. Absolutely within reach if things fall into place. But let's not sugarcoat things. There's one big issue still looming over this defense, and that's pass rush production from the edge. Getting pressure on quarterbacks was a challenge last season, and it's something that still feels unresolved heading into training camp. Milton Williams will definitely help generate some interior push, but the edge rushers are where the real questions start. Harold Landry, for example, had a noticeable drop-off in production last season. The Patriots are banking on a bounce-back year from him, especially when it comes to generating sacks and hurries on key downs. Keion White is another player under the microscope. There's hope that with another year of experience and better health, he can take a big leap forward. Then there's K'Lavon Chaisson, who showed flashes of potential but still needs to prove he can deliver consistently at the NFL level. Further down the depth chart, you've got players like Anfernee Jennings, who finds himself slipping a bit as the competition heats up. This is why the Patriots front office could very well be keeping a close eye on available free agents, especially veterans with proven pass rushing ability. And let's be real here, the name that continues to pop up in conversations among fans and analysts alike is Matthew Judon. Judon remains unsigned and very much a free agent. At 32 years old, he's got both experience and production on his side. His ability to impact games as a rotational piece or even as a situational pass rusher could be exactly what this defense needs to take the next step, of course. He's not the only veteran option still out there. Preston Smith, Darius Smith, and even Jadeveon Clowney are all sitting in that same 32-year-old range. Each brings something different to the table, but all of them have shown they can contribute in the right system. The big question is whether the Patriots are ready to make that kind of roster move. Right now, adding one of these guys would mean cutting into the current 90-man offseason roster. It's a tough call, especially when you're trying to evaluate young talent and see who might emerge during camp and preseason. Plus, all of these veterans are likely playing the waiting game, seeing which teams might have injuries or unexpected needs as the offseason progresses. That said, it wouldn't be surprising at all if the Patriots revisit this discussion later in the summer. Football is a war of attrition. Injuries happen. Depth becomes thin in an instant. Trades shake things up. When that happens, New England is going to need a short list of edge rushers they're comfortable calling up. And honestly, if Matthew Judon or any of these veteran pass rushers are still available by then, you can bet the Patriots will at least have a conversation. For now, though, it seems like the front office wants to see what this current group of 90 can do before making any outside additions. On that note, there's also the upcoming SAC Summit to think about. If you're not familiar, the SAC Summit is basically the defensive equivalent of Tight End University, organized by Max Crosby, Von Miller, and Cam Jordan. It's an event where some of the best pass rushers in the league get together, share techniques, break down film, and basically learn from each other. The Patriots will be sending 3 players to this year's event: Milton Williams, Keion White, and K'Lavon Chaisson. This is a fantastic opportunity for these guys to pick the brains of some of the NFL's elite edge rushers and interior disruptors. Events like this can really accelerate player development, especially for younger guys still learning the finer points of rushing the passer at the pro level. And interestingly enough, Von Miller, one of the co-hosts of the SAC Summit, is also still a free agent. Now, let's be clear, there's no concrete link between Miller and the Patriots at this point. This is just one of those you-never-know situations. At 36 years old, Miller is obviously at the tail end of his career, but experience and leadership like his can still bring real value to a team looking to make a late-season push. Whether it's Miller, Judon, Clowney, or someone else, the Patriots have options if they decide they need a veteran presence off the edge. For now, though, all eyes are on internal development and seeing which of these younger pass rushers can seize the opportunity in front of them. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers have been swirling around the NFL for weeks, and now the rumor mill is reaching a fever pitch. Dak Prescott is reportedly set to join the New England Patriots. While nothing has been officially confirmed by the team or the quarterback himself, sources close to the situation suggest that the deal is practically done, sparking excitement and speculation among fans and analysts alike. The potential move of Dak Prescott to the Patriots would be one of the most significant storylines of the offseason. Prescott, known for his leadership, strong arm, and clutch performances, has long been viewed as a franchise quarterback capable of turning around a team's fortunes. His time with the Dallas Cowboys has been marked by highs and lows, but his talent is undeniable if he does indeed make the jump to New England. It could signal a new era for the Patriots, who have been searching for stability at the quarterback position. Since the departure of Tom Brady, rumors suggest that Prescott has personally confirmed his intention to join the Patriots, and more than that, he is promising championships. The New England faithful, starved for playoff success in recent years, are surely eager to hear such bold declarations. Prescott's confidence could be just what the Patriots need to regain their dominance in the AFC East and contend for the Super Bowl once again. This possible acquisition aligns with the Patriots' recent strategy of aggressive moves aimed at rebuilding a championship-caliber roster. The presence of Bill Belichick, a coaching legend with multiple Super Bowl rings, combined with a quarterback of Prescott's caliber, makes for a tantalizing combination. The synergy between Belichick's tactical brilliance and Prescott's on-field execution could prove deadly for opposing defenses. Of course, as with any major NFL rumor, there are many questions still to be answered. How will Prescott adapt to the Patriots system, known for its complexity and demand for precision? What will this mean for the current quarterback situation in New England? And how will the rest of the roster support this star-studded vision? The answers will only come with time, but the speculation alone is enough to electrify the NFL community. In the meantime, fans and pundits alike will be watching closely for any official confirmation or additional leaks. Should this rumor materialize into reality, it would reshape the landscape of the NFL and could set the stage for an unforgettable season. For now, all eyes remain on New England, eagerly awaiting what could be the dawn of a new Patriots dynasty with Dak Prescott at the helm. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.